In this video, I'm going to prove why the three interior angles of a triangle add up to be 180 degrees. The triangle sum theorem, T16 in our case, since this is the 16th theorem that we're going over in this geometry series, says that the sum of the measures of the angles of a triangle is 180 degrees. Let's illustrate that with a picture. Here is the picture of our triangle. Let's name this triangle X, Y, and Z. So we're saying that angle X, angle Y, and angle Z all add up to be 180 degrees. Let's prove that theorem. Our first step is to state the given. So we're given that we have a triangle we labeled XYZ. We're starting to understand how to manipulate angles and lines to figure out how to prove a given theorem or a given conjecture. So let's create a parallel line with the base of the triangle to create more angles. I've created a line AB that is parallel to the segment YZ that is the base of our triangle. So our second step, we drew a line AB through X that is parallel. Remember the symbol for the word parallel. So a line AB through X that is parallel to YZ. That is because of the parallel postulate. Now through that, we can see that we've created a linear pair. And the linear pair that we've created is between angle AXY and angle BXY. So angle AXY and angle BXY form a linear pair, and that's by the definition of a linear pair. Because those two angles are a linear pair, we know by the linear pair theorem that those angles are supplementary. And since they're supplementary, by the definition of supplementary angles, then those two angles add up to be 180 degrees. (180 degrees) is what we need to prove that the interior angles add up to be. Since these two lines are parallel, we can see that angle AXY forms an alternate interior angle with angle Y, and angle BXZ forms an alternate interior angle with angle Z. And we are already using angle AXY in our formula, so we need to separate this angle BXY into its components in order to utilize BXZ. So we have that angle BXY is equivalent to angle BXZ plus angle ZXY. And that's by the angle addition postulate. Let's substitute this expression in for the angle BXY in the first formula. And we can do that through substitution. Measure of angle AXY plus the measure of angle ZXY plus the measure of angle BXZ is equal to 180 degrees. So that's saying that this angle AXY plus angle ZXY plus angle BXZ is equal to 180. Now we can use the alternate interior angles theorem. AXY is congruent to this angle Y, and BXZ is congruent to this angle Z, because of the alternate interior angles theorem, since this line and segment are parallel. Our last step is to substitute in the measure of angle Y and the measure of angle Z into the formula in step 7. Since the measure of angle AXY equals the measure of angle Y, we could substitute that part in, and since the measure of angle Z was equal to the measure of angle BXZ, we are able to substitute that in. So in this formula, we were left with ZXY. But remember what we needed to prove. We needed to prove that all the angles of a triangle add up to be 180 degrees. And we have the measure of angle Y plus the measure of angle ZXY plus the measure of angle Z equals 180. Here's angle Y, angle ZXY, and angle Z. The interior angles of the triangle add up to be 180 degrees. And that's what we needed to prove. The sum of the measures of the angles of a triangle are equal to 180 degrees.